Let's my people go. What's poppin', people? Another episode of Shotgun with Alchemy. I need a jingle. But yes, another episode. Go check out the previous episodes. We just have a nice conversation in the car. Either we're running the errand, we might be going to podcast, we might just be having a drive. You know? A drive is good for the soul, it's good for the mind. So we're gonna pick up Chioma. She lives far. You know when someone says, oh yeah, I live in Essex, and I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm thinking it's like London. It's like, yeah man, you live South London, I live South London too. South London's big, but you know, we can get pretty much around within, you know, 10-15 minutes. It's likely if I live central. What? I live Quay and she lives Queer. She lives further away. This is long, but yeah, gonna pick up Chioma. We might as well have a nice little drive around Essex. I'm seeing hills and stuff. Like.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. Tell me, why is this? What's going on?
Sorry. You have to...
Ow.
Yeah.
Tell me, please. Help me.
How can you say, please?
That's what I'm asking.
No, you're supposed to be touching my phone. You're making me touch my phone. You're gonna get me arrested and get me points.
God forbid.
What's it called? Wait, say it again.
I just want to try to get me to take points on their own license. Are you fucking stupid?
Wait, no. There's rules to driving though. Like, for example, if we're going out, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna park somewhere, and then you say, yeah, the parking there's calm. Yeah, park there. If I get a ticket, that's your ticket. No,
we could go halves.
No.
Again, everything is a choice. I've said, park there. You've decided to fucking park there. Remember, I'm not driving. If I say take right, you take
gosh.
Right, what happens then?
No. Listen.
Oh my God, I didn't notice that.
What?
In front.
What?
The camera.
Oh yeah, there's a camera in front. Yeah, we're doing live, Insta live. Let me plug that tune, please. Let me plug that tune, please. They know this one. Hello everybody. I used to hate that being designated driver because everybody's just like, yep, you're the driver, so we can just get fucked. And you're just watching everybody in the club just getting burst.
Yeah, but do you drink like that though? You come across as like...
allow me, man. Allow me. I've had enough. I've had enough.
Do you drink like that?
I'm not being an uncle anymore, bruv. I'm not being an uncle.
God.
What the fuck? I'm not being an uncle no more. Fuck that. I don't care for nobody. No one. No one anymore, you know. I've had enough of being uncle, bruv. I say prayers on Twitter. Why am I doing that?
Yeah, but that's you though.
But why am I doing that? Why am I praying on Twitter?
The responsibility too much. I think it's good sometimes. Some people need it. I've looked at some of your prayers.
Like it's night vision. What's going on? Why am I praying on Twitter? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why everybody else is tweeting madness and I'm praying. Why am I praying?
Your new life. You're not a married man.
You know what hurts, yeah? Like, you know when...
How can you say what hurts?
You know what hurts? You know when, like, I don't know if you've ever done this in your life, but you're like, you know what? I'm gonna change my image a bit, or just the way I carry myself. I'm gonna change it, innit? I'm gonna be purposeful with my aura. I'm gonna change it, and I've done that a few times, yeah. And then I've kind of said to myself, people call me uncle now, but that was before I was online and stuff, innit? So I'm like, you know what? Online, they used to say, like, people say, oh, you're such an uncle. So imagine there's people that I haven't even spoken to, and they'll be like, yeah, Temi's an uncle, and I'm like, how the fuck did you get? So that means it just exudes me. It just comes off. It's in my aura. Yeah. How the hell do I shake this off?
You can't. I don't think it's a bad thing. First of all, I feel like because you exude maturity and responsibility. responsibility. Just someone that you don't
keep saying
things that are not all right.
Be saying. Sorrow now, sorrow.
And I grew up angry, should I say?
Angry. So
you
was actually the angry black woman?
Yes, I was. Like,
why?
Really
what was you angry at?
I don't know.
Don't say you don't know. Dig deeper.
I think it's deep-rooted issues.
Dig deeper. Or why was you angry? This is what I think we need to do more as adults. We need to actually dig deeper into shit that we saw as normal, but like we kind of need to realize, like, and reflect. Hold on, that shit wasn't normal, or that actually fucked me up, or that kind of made me see things differently from that day. So that's a very interesting thing you've said there. You've actually said you were just angry. but no one's just angry. But we say that when we're young, we say, this person's just angry. No, they're not just angry, something happened. So what happened, if you'd like to disclose, if it's not too, you know.
I don't know actually, if I'm going to be real, maybe, that's true, because I'm a grown-ass woman and I don't really know my issues. But maybe because obviously I was born in Nigeria.
Okay,
and I came here.
Yeah.
And, you know, the little fresh girl, maybe I kind of developed an instinct to kind of defend myself.
Right. So
it was just like, you can't chat shit to me.
Right.
Fuck you up. I will spin your jaw, sweetie. Do not try me.
Was you fighting boys or girls?
Everyone.
Oh,
everyone.
Wow.
Like, I grew up in northwest London.
Yeah.
And I was just that, get out. Do you know what I mean? Just couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
And also, I did grow up around a lot of men, a lot of boys. So I was a tomboy growing up. I only started wearing makeup or like dressing up and even doing my nails.
You was a tomboy?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You know when I knew you was on stuff, yeah?
What are you about to say? Let me guess. The new. Knew it. I fucking knew it.
I'm gonna crash this whip. Are you mad? I think you did, or I don't know if it was Nudu or it was one of the reunions, yeah. And then something happened, and you did this like. You did almost like if I was like, no.
If I should slap.
I said no. She actually said if I slap.
That was honey, I believe.
What? It was honey.
Too, yeah.
What? When I saw that, I said, nah, this girl is bush. How can you do this? Like, ow. It was. Yeah, I could hear ow. You didn't say it, but I could see ow.
But I'm finished.
My foot here. What?
Yeah, no.
Wow. Okay, all right. So that could be a reason for. No, don't wait. I just realized. Don't try. Oh, should we skid? Let me just be careful. Imagine if I own this car. It's definitely leased. I definitely have to give this back and give them a report of what I did to it. So let me relax. What's it called? Yeah. So all right, cool. So yeah, don't try to blame men. Don't blame men.
No, I'm just saying, because for one, I was rough. Like, they used to beat me up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
like your brothers?
Yeah, my brothers, my cousins, like they were just, do you know what I mean? If I did something, I was like, basically, so I didn't date. Even though I did, yeah, it wasn't public.
Do you think that's a good thing? That they used like, because you know how they say like man up, and men are very much like they try to beat their brothers up or they try to toughen them up. Do you think that was positive for you when you was young? Like, do you think that helped you, or do you think that held you back?
Okay, looking back, it helped me, but I feel like it could have been done a different way. Like, I didn't need to be beaten up so much, or, you know what I mean? I didn't need to feel pain, because then I kind of ended up, I didn't bully people, but I bullied bullies.
Right.
You know, but I needed to take out the anger somehow. I wouldn't want my daughters, for example, to grow up in an environment like that.
Yeah.
So
it's fucked, because sometimes I look at my daughter and I'm like, do I have to teach you some fucked up shit to protect yourself? Or I don't know, how do I describe it? It's like you want to teach them, you want to make them live in a different way than, let's say, you've lived. So you want to be like, oh, you know, be kind, be loving, don't be too harsh, don't be all of this. Obviously she's a woman as well, so it's different. But it's like, you don't want to give them the wrong equipment for life. So someone needs someone needs a furnace and you're giving them matches. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we need to blaze this tin down and you're giving me matches. Like, she's all being kind, but the world is being fucked. And it's like, how do you prepare somebody for stuff without kind of putting them through it? But you don't want to put them through it, but you know the world's going to put them through it. So it's like, I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but yeah, I don't know, man.
I know what you mean, though. Do you feel like, can I ask you a question? Do you feel like your your role as a dad is more important or equally as important as the mother's role? You could be serious as well.
Yeah.
I know. I mean,
you can be serious.
No, like, genuinely.
Do I feel it's more important? I think, the go-to answer is we're equally yoked. It's equally important, but the role I play, if we're comparing it, I don't know, but in terms of how vital it is, it's more vital than people know. Like, it's way more vital than people like behave. Like, the role of a man, like, I am her first love. Like, I am the example of how men treat women first of all. Like, she's gonna see stuff out there, but in terms of like how I treat my missus and how I treat her, she's gonna take those examples and go into the world with it. So, you know, some people have that princess complex, like they're a princess, you can't talk to them about anything. That can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, because maybe their expectations are too high of men, and you know, some guys need to wait till they're 28 before they get to that level of maturity. Your dad has how many years on me? So I don't want her to be too special that, you know, nobody can even be levels at all. You want her to be attractive and be able to live life. You know what I mean? You want her to still be in the market. She can't outprice herself. But, you know, in terms of like how me as a dad, like I've even thought of it like, I didn't really see my mum and dad mad affectionate. Like, maybe a peck. Do you know what I mean? Me, I want to grab my wife's nyash in front of my daughter, like.
Yeah, but
I want to. Not in a mad one. It sounds mad now when I think of. When I say it, it sounds mad. But like, I want to be affectionate so that she can understand. Oh, like, you know, mummy and daddy express themselves like that. It's not a stale sort of relationship, innit? But I don't know. Again, you don't want to overdo it, because then she might go out there looking for it too early, and now she's thinking someone grabbed my nyash like how my dad grabs mum's neck. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't want that to be happening too early. But I do want her to see affection and understand that, okay, this is the level of love that, you know, your mum and dad have for each other. There's affection there, not just, oh, mum and dad are together and they just discipline me. Because I feel like that's what we grew up in. Maybe because that's all our parents had time for, but we didn't see a lot of love in between them. There's a lot of love for the kids, because that's easy. It's easy. I think it's easy to love your kids. I think it's easy. Showing it is different.
You say that because you're a good dad. Okay, that's good. Okay, you've just broken it down.
Yeah, showing it is very different. That's something that I'm even learning.
I feel like the relationship between dad and child is more important than mum. Don't get me, because mums are kind of always there. I feel like it's more important because it's more of a realistic love. Because if everyone else, they have to learn to love you. Right? And your dad really and truly, it might have happened at 6 months and you don't remember it happening. But it happened. It wasn't just come out, oh my gosh, do you know what I mean? So it's the way in which you treat her and speak to her, and the relationship you guys have affects every other relationship in her life. So I don't think a lot of men deep that. They just think your mum's there anyway. Like,
they just say, oh, my princess, normal, go and buy her Gucci and Fendi, and you think that you're treating her. No, but you're showing a madness to the mother of your kids, like, and you think she's not soaking that up. You think all she's doing is soaking up designer. No. She'll be wearing Gucci and be scarred. She'll be scarred and be wearing Gucci. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's true though. And a lot of us don't know that we've got daddy issues. Facts.
Okay, define daddy issues.
Words of affirmation. So a lot of self-confidence and stuff like that, it stems from your dad, whether you like it or not.
Really? As in, you as a woman, do you feel like that stems from your dad?
100%.
Wow.
1,000,000,000%. And it's not that it just affects your relationship with men. It also reflects how you see yourself in general. Like, if you've got a dad that perhaps doesn't rate you, or that doesn't tell you that you're beautiful, or doesn't even like just give you the words of affirmation or the encouragement that you need, you're gonna find yourself a little bit more timid than others.
Think so?
100.
I didn't know. I know it's important, but I didn't know like how, like, as an adult you proper, like, you know, just women, like, what you need. Like, men don't know this stuff, you know. I'm telling you, we don't know this stuff, because the way we was raised in the jungle. What? I feel like they just threw you out there and say you better survive or you'll die. And that's it. It's just, like, I'm not saying there's no love, but it's very much, pattern up, man, what's wrong with you? Like, that's all men get. Like, there's not really a sense of, how do you feel? Like, how did you feel when that? We don't get that. Women can love, you know. Like, what? Nah, the way a woman can love is mad. That's why you lot get trashed. That's why you lot get trashed.
That's true.
The way you lot can love is different. Like, you can love blindly.
We are stupid with loving. Very docile.
I hope I haven't born the Mumu. I hope I haven't born one of those.
But the thing is, you can control that.
How?
By just being there.
How can I make sure my daughter's not a Mumu? Tell me. How? Because I need to start teaching her from now. Don't be Mumu.
I think it's the relationship that you have with her, man. Don't get me wrong, you can still have a good relationship. She'll turn out to be an idiot. God forbid. I think that's not your portion. But it's a possibility, right?
What's something where you feel like, maybe I would have been different if he had, or maybe I would have looked for that.
The way in which maybe I see men.
So how do you...
Like, I find it difficult to submit.
Now, what? Because the thing is, there's submitting where it's fine, and there's submitting where you're an idiot. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily see that wholly as a bad thing, but where is it like you can point out, no, I need to chill out. Like, what's wrong with me? Submitting is not a bad thing in that situation.
Okay, so even though like I like my man to lead, or I'm looking for a man to lead, I find it difficult when the time comes. So it's like, if you're making decisions for, who the fuck are you talking to? No, you do that, I do this. So I find, I think that's better. When I'm talking about it, it's making more sense to me. So obviously when you get with someone, ideally you should have the same goals. You're kind of going forward together. But I'm very individual.
Right.
I've got individualistic views. So yeah, we're together, but speak for yourself. Speak for your damn fucking self, bro. And I speak for myself. Do you know what I mean? But ideally, it shouldn't be like that. I love a Nigerian man. Like, I want a strong man. But my qualities, jokest, doesn't fit with a Nigerian man. Like, I'm too stubborn. Really? I'm stubborn as fuck.
Actually, yeah, you'll clash, because Nigerian men are definitely stubborn.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, and they a lot of them anyway have that mentality of leading. Like, me and my family, we're coming together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, sometimes I might want him to do all the roles, but I will lead. I'll be the front. So let me show first.
But okay, but when you're out and it's now time to lead on the bill, you're submitting, right? You're submitting the bill to.
That's not submission.
That's not submission. You're a ticket. You're a prick.
Do you put my hands up? I haven't been the best person in the past.
No. I don't think anybody's the best. Everyone's shit in their own way.
Yeah.
Everybody is actually a shit person in their own way, and I think a relationship really makes you realize that shit. Yeah. Like, because you when someone expects, like, like, if you shag yourself, you can live with it. No one's blaming you. You're just blaming yourself, and then you can even decide, I'm not blaming myself no more. But you see, when you shag somebody else, it's different. You have to be accountable. Like, if I shag myself, I can blame you, and you don't even know. You won't even know. In my secret between us. Yeah, I've blamed you for it, but cool, I've lived in it. And I've lied to myself. It's the worst lie you can tell, but I've lied to myself, no problem. But you can't get away from shagging somebody else. Like, you have to be accountable for that. And I've noticed in a relationship, you really realize, I am a shag. Like, and you have to accept that. You have to do AA meetings, sit in that circle and say, hi, my name is Temi. I've been shagging for 5 years.
You have to be ready to accept
you have to accept that I shag often. Often I shag. And
that's just what I do.
Yeah.
I think I'm quite laid back in what my partner does. As long as you're not cheating, I'm not judgmental per se. As long as you're clean, I don't need to see any smell or dirty in my house. Do you understand? No real issue for me. Like, I don't mind washing the dishes, but if I feel like you're telling me to, again, it's being told to do stuff. Yeah. Then I'm not gonna do it. But aside from that, I'm good. But it's always me that, he did this. Oh yeah. I'm thinking, bruh, I don't know if I'm that bad or if you just complain too much. There's always that balance.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
Some women are mad. I'm like, why do you even care about that enough to actually be upset? Like, why don't you just not care about it? There's bare situations where I'm like, you just don't have to care about that. Okay, I left this downstairs. Why are you now stressing me because you're stressed?
How often do you do it?
All the time.
What?
I'm not learning. It's my house. Listen, I've lived in my parents' house. It's her house as well, but it's my house too. Equally. It's vital, it's my house. What?
A happy wife, happy life.
Listen, I remember when we moved into the house, there was one time I just did a naked lap. Do you know what that is?
What was that?
That's when you
naked?
walk around. You don't even run. Who are you running from? We're not running anywhere.
That's
It's
true.
my own house. No one's coming in. I'm walking. Yeah.
Would you say marriage is an accomplishment?
Is it an accomplishment? It feels like one because people congratulate you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say it is an accomplishment, but it's like, to me, it's just more of an agreement, if that makes sense. It's like, I agree that we're gonna be together forever, and obviously it's based on love. It's not like, it's just a contract, but it's like to me, we've come to a place where we know that we aren't looking anywhere else, and we both stand on that, and we're building on that. And in order to build, we're gonna trust each other for life. So it's an accomplishment on the outside, like everyone's, you're married, oh my god, but like, this shit's serious, you know.
Imagine.
This shit is very, very serious, like mad problem solving. Like, because you're used to you just being accountable for yourself, and now you're accountable for, you know, your partner, and then even if you've got children now you're accountable for them. Now what you do affects them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're accountable, and that word is it affects you in so many different ways, like how you move, how you carry yourself, what I say, what I tweet. Sometimes I think, am I gonna want my daughter to see that in a couple of years when she's aware of social media and all these things, and am I gonna be happy when she sees that? So it affects the way I carry myself, because I know I'm accountable for my actions. And one day she'll be like, oh dad, I was watching your show and you said that, you know, pussy is amazing. What's that? Me, I don't know what the fuck I am. Cherry Orchard Farm. We're in a farm. Allow it.
We in the sticks.
We are definitely putting this out there, because I have no idea how far away we are from where we just was. What kind what kind of bad things do girls?
Yeah, get me out.
What kind of bad? Because like with guys, you're like, I remember my dad would say, oh, be careful, that boy is joining gang, he's in gang. Like that was the kind of bad influence, like gangs, and you know, not caring about school and bad grades.
Don't go to that for crossing though. I don't know where you are. Oh, we're fine.
This one Grays.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. But like, that's the kind of like bad influence that guys have. There could be other things, obviously, whether it be, you know, going around being a dog and all this kind of stuff. There's those kind of influences. But what kind of influences do you feel like, you know, what bad influences is it with girls? Like, what's the kind of worries there?
With girls, we all have this notion of sex sells.
Damn, that's deep.
A lot of women have that notion, and
that's deep.
The sense that you can acquire anything with your pussy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean? I know it's a little bit of a mad one, but that's why you have girls who are going to Dubai, for example, for 50k, 60, however much, 100k, and they're sleeping with people. Do you know what I mean?
Is this shit real?
It's real. What do you mean? My mum sent me, basically, I booked.
Your mum what?
Let me just you. Because that one was in, so I almost said, bro, in fact, you insist to be my mum for today. So basically, I booked a flight to Dubai, and she was asking me, oh, where are you going, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because I was helping her with something. So I told her the date. I believe couple days before my flight, she sent me a video of a girl's, basically a white man shitting in a woman's mouth.
Oh my god, your mum, what kind of WhatsApp conversation is this?
It was random, it was just a random thing. So I had to go and meet her. I said, bro.
Your mum is on the dark web. She's on the Silk Road. What?
You know how these parents get all sorts of videos.
No, but
they
that.
Just share it. Yeah.
Unless my dad is filtering, my dad would just say, oh, don't flush the toilet with the seat up, because you'll get feces particles flying all over the place, or bananas are good for, like, your mum sending you pictures and videos. Your mum is sending you media.
Yeah, no, she sent me, and I was like, do you really think I'm about that? Do you know what I mean? She's like, no, I don't, but I just want you to be aware that this is what people do in Dubai. People also go to Dubai to have fun and go on jet skis and chill.
Yeah, forget about the yachts.
So many other things.
Forget about the yachts and the marina. Don't get your chest shitted on, please. Don't come home with shit on your chest. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Have you experienced like maybe, you know, you're dating someone, they look good, they're ticking the boxes, but you know, there's something that they've done that's kind of hinted to you, this guy doesn't respect women? Because I want to understand what a woman's radar is like, or like, because I feel like sometimes people get into relationships and they ignore red flags.
That's true. My radar. I think a big red flag for me is if a man calls a woman a bitch. So if he calls his ex a bitch, yo, I'm having issues with that.
Really?
100%. Like she could be a lunatic. You could say, oh, she was a lunatic. she was crazy. Oh, she did this, she did that. But if you refer to her as, oh, that bitch, like,
oh yeah, that's a nasty.
Like we're driving now, someone and she tries to run across. Obviously, it's wrong. Yeah. Fucking bitch. Bro.
Because as in someone ran across the car right now.
Yeah. Like we get it. You could have killed them. Like I understand the stress. I completely understand that. But it's a disrespect that came with it. Like, my dear, is it that bad? Do you know what I mean? Like someone who doesn't respect their mum.
Yeah.
If you don't, the way you speak about your mum, the way you look at your mum, just even if she's annoying you, there has to be a level of respect for me. Because if you can disrespect her, I'm finished. I am nothing.
It's true. It's very, very true. Lovely. Okay, so camera cut. Where were we? Yeah, I learned a lot. Like, and I look back and I'm like, if I was to have been single again, like, what would I learn from the mistakes I made? If I was to just be single again, like, what did I see that I didn't? What do I see now that I didn't see before? And I would actually look more at the relationship that the girl has with her dad. I would look at that and I would scrutinize that. And it's not to say the person's a bad person, but I'd probably be able to preempt some issues. Because I'll be able to be like, you respond to things like that because I'm a man. And because your example of a man hasn't necessarily been the best, or the man in your life that was your first love or your first example of this or example of that didn't give you the best examples. So now when I do something, you're now projecting that onto me. So I would either maybe not be with that person if I can.
Really?
Yeah. There's
That's
some people.
unfair.
It's not unfair. It's unfair for me to be mistreated. Why should I be living in your dad's shoes when he shagged? Do you get what I'm saying? Imagine someone gives you a pair of shit shoes and they say you need to walk in this. Yeah, but
imagine that being a deterrent. Imagine someone not wanting to, I don't know, date you for something that's really out of your control.
Yeah. Listen.
I mean, it's life, but
it's life. Fun. Like, what people need to understand is that your issues are your issues. If I'm with you, I inherit those. Yeah. Am I willing to inherit those issues? That's what people need to ask. Yes, cool, let's go. Don't care if your dad shagged, don't care if this. No, then cool, I'm out. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily their fault, but this ain't a blame game right here. This is my life, my happiness, and if I feel like this is going to be too difficult of a journey for me, and there's some complex issues that you need to go and handle with your dad. And that's the thing, sometimes people will be blaming you for stuff and they're willing to communicate with you. Go and communicate with the shag. Go communicate with the source. You want to have conversation with me, but not hpoint. Go and talk to your dad. You have to say stuff in a certain way. Maybe again, I'm talking from a point a point of privilege, if that makes sense. A place of privilege, sorry. Because at the end of the day, my parents are quite understanding. I can talk with them. I have certain communication skills where I know how to communicate with them. But everybody needs to learn. There was a point where I didn't talk to my dad. When he came in the room, I walked out. I was like, I am not in for a lecture today. No, sir. I'm going out. I'm going upstairs. So I had to learn. It wasn't always like this. And sometimes we're out here, you know, there might be issues that we have, and we know it is because of our parents. A conversation should be had. It should be. Why? How can you talk to your friends, your partner, your everyone, but the people that birthed you and raised you for how many years you can't talk to? You need to go and talk to them.
It's a habit that's been formed though with your parents. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But we can't be scared, like.
That's true. We shouldn't, but a lot of us are. And it's not even that we're scared of them. We're kind of scared to hurt their feelings. Because like you said, like our dads probably weren't around, for example, because they had to work and provide. So imagine going to your dad to say, I've got certain issues because you weren't around. And he's thinking, yo, I was going through a lot trying to put food on the table. So it's about not trying to hurt them.
I hear that. But sometimes everyone needs to be hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody needs to be hurt. Sometimes that conversation, it might be difficult, but he might need to be hurt to realise the effects of that. And you might need to be hurt to realise, wow, this is really why he was doing it. I didn't even know. I thought he was working one job, he's working two. Now you've got understanding. We all got understanding. All right, cool. I love you. Let's make up. Now I understand.
That's good because you say understand. Because I've grown up to understand a little bit more about my dad, for example. And I permit a lot of like his behaviour.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've grown to a place where I understand. Even the relationship between my mum and dad, like a lot, like even growing up at a very, very young age, I would say to my mum, leave him, man.
Leave
like,
what?
Like leave him, get out of here, like leave him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say things like that.
Wow.
But having been in a relationship myself, like where for a very long time where it was a bit difficult, you know that times do get hard, but it's not enough. Like I'm not there where I want to step out. I'm done. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, you're a snake.
I was.
Bro, man's own seed was plotting on him, you know. Like there's nothing. Like she ain't been building with him. Like,
do you know what I mean?
It's not easy. It's not.
What are you talking about?
It's not
Both
easy.
of you have come from Nigeria here. What?
You've been through some shit, you know.
Up and good because your child says so. I bet you should not debt me. You know, they clap your head like this.
Do you know the amount of emotional debt that your parents have on each other? Like, as in, so you're leaving me after I.
Who are you?
Do you know the list that they could reel off? After we, so when true. You did, when I was, if I did, what? Where was you? Where was I? How come? If they did that, hey.
Do you feel like, are you one of those people that, because you're married now, so I can actually ask you this question, that you need to step away from your single friends and your wife should step away from her single friends? I'm not talking about those relationships, I'm talking about those who are single. No.
Okay. I don't believe that. I don't believe that that's necessary, because it depends on what kind of single they are. If they're single and dogging, I don't even need to separate myself. We're not going to the same places, because when I'm going out with you, you're now going to move to girls. What do? Just sit down. Okay. Clearly me and you don't have that in common anymore. So I'm not going to go to those places where that makes you behave. Those places, those environments which make you behave in that way. It doesn't mean I can't be your brethren, but me and you aren't going to go out to them places where you're acting crazy. So, you know, I wouldn't you would just automatically distance yourself. You wouldn't have to do it on purpose, because we're just not aligned. We're not alike anymore. So, no, she doesn't have to separate herself from her single friends. She could be helping her single friends. Do you get what I'm saying? She could play a pivotal role in helping them either be in a relationship or maybe understand, this guy ain't the right one for me, blah, 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 blah. So, I'm not going to say that. But if your friend is on absolute fuckery, if you even want to be going, I should be questioning you. I shouldn't be questioning your brethren. Why am I, like, it gets to a point where... turn out, you know, have some fun.
And you can come out of my seriousness.
You can do that. Have your fun. You can go out with your friends and have fun. Like, it comes to a point where it's like, I shouldn't have to worry about the influence. You know, when you get to a certain point in life, you shouldn't have to worry about the influence. It should be you. You're your own person now. You've lived how many years of life? And it's you know when to leave.
Going back to what we were saying about growing out of them. I don't even think that would even interest you at this point.
Yeah, it won't.
Worries, isn't it?
It won't. So that's your people. Those are your friends. But you got friends for different reasons. You know, you got your friends that you travel with. Then you got your friends that, you know, you can go out to eat with. Then you got your friends that are like, I'm gonna confide in them. Like, I've got a serious issue. Like, you got your friends that when you want to go to the sexual health clinic, you will tell them, bros, it's peak. It's peak. Yesterday, it broke. Like, you know what? Like, you've got your friends that there's different friends in it, and that person is not less of a friend because they're not married or they're single. Like, they're still your friend, but you just need to know in what environment does this friendship benefit and isn't a hindrance or gonna, you know, ruin my whole setup. So your friends are your friends, man. Oh shoot, I forgot.
What?
A tune. Something that represents your mood. Something that makes you feel good. Because why are you bouncing like that? Oh, this is who? And how the way you do? Hey.
Hey.
You dance like an auntie though.
I'm a grandma, yeah.
Huh? No. I'm just doing this scatty. That's just what I'm like. I'm a scatty driver. A question, yeah? Apparently, it's very attractive when men reverse and they should grab the seat. Is that true?
It's true.
Is that true?
I feel like the way
so when a man reverse, but a man's paid all of this amount for reverse cam, and you want me to still be grabbed?
Yeah, because it's nice, you know what I mean? It's just,
So if you're in a guy's car, he's got reverse cam. You're seeing he knows where he's going because of that. He should still be grabbing seat. Are you not gonna be like, oh, you're forcing it, man? Just look at the camera.
It depends. Obviously, you can tell when someone's forcing it, but if you do it, I don't know. The way a man drives, it can be sick. It can be a turn on.
Yeah.
I know, it's so weird. I don't even know why and how.
I hear it though. I hear it because he's in control, innit?
Yeah.
He's in control,
it's smooth and he's just. You
don't have to
talk to you.
You mug.
Touch your thigh.
You muppet. I pray my daughter's not a mumu. Honestly, she's just looking at. Oh my God, look at the way he's not even doing 10 to 2.
Feelings. She has hormones.
He's not even doing 10 to 2. You know, he grabbed the wheel with one hand. He's a driver.
He's driving properly. Spinning it.
That's for the single people. Make sure you grab the seat. Even grab her head while she reverses.
What the hell?
This year? Was this the right road? Because
Yeah.
me, I just freestyled it. Oh!
How did you know then?
I don't know. I just recognized the road, didn't it?